think we're ready to get going. Hello, hello. Hello. My blinks aren't quite working today. For some reason. Anyway, let's see what we were working on last week, because I didn't stream on Tuesday. Alright, so yeah, we were working on picking up and throwing. So I was going to start building a type of data for storing treasure chest contents. Eyes are open now. Cool. Yeah, so I started, you can make an object a resource data type. So it's basically just a file that file that contains data that you can load in through your scripts. So I can do create resource, and then I can do treasure chest contents data, and I can call this sword. And then we probably also want a 3D model to show but for now we can go in here and if we edit the script, instead of resource we'll say treasure chest contents data. Now we can quick load sword. So yeah, we want display model I guess it's just a string. So we probably want to make a new scene for this this thing, so it can be like at an angle and rotate and stuff. So So we probably want this to be sword display model. And we probably also want a script. So we'll throw the display model script on there. Probably want it to be a node 3D because I think we want to rotate it in 3D space. Class name, display model. Then let's see. So we do want to. Actually, we probably also want a node 3D that is the spin offset. Put the sword under there. Save soon as. Let's see. Actually, in the data folder, we probably want a chest contents data folder, and we put the sword in there, and then we make a folder called display models. Can't I break this? Now we can rotate this, and now if we just rotate that, yeah, that's good. shield display model. And so now we can hop back in here and we can copy path, and then in this we can paste. We probably want absolute path. Now we can create a resource of type treasure chest data. Call it shield. Say say know this isn't gonna be like what we actually want, but I just want to drop it into the scene and see what it do. It spin very slow, but I do spin. Set it to 0.75. We also have a sword display model. Why is that still there? Okay, I think I just need to we'll delete that. Don't save. I need to do is edit children, copy, paste, delete, delete. So, Havelbaka, how's it going? Got a little bit of a late start and I'm kind of floundering today. But I did start putting together basically like an item definition for what can be inside a treasure chest. So we can start to make it so when you actually open a chest, it can like unlock different equipment or like add rupees or hearts to your hearts or rupees. Yeah. So right now, we have, I made this treasure chest contents data script that extends a resource instead of a node. So resources are just like, you can just make a file. And so I started putting together these contents data, so it's just, you know, sword and shield, and then they have a reference to the path where the model is, so it can load it. Then I also need a I think I need an enum called item type. So we can have like equipment collectible, and then we can have export var item type. I should probably capitalize this. So now I can say it's equipment or it's collectible. And that way, during the treasure chest sequence, we can say, is it collectible? If it's collectible, then figure out what the collectible type it is. Whether it's rupees or hearts or ammo or whatever. And if it's equipment, I'll need to make an equipment manager that keeps track of like what items you have collected and what you have currently equipped. Yeah. But I need to plan that out a little bit better, I think. So like we can say export var collectible type. And And then we probably also want a quick collect boolean. So if it is an item that's like not super useful, it doesn't do the whole sequence. It will just like play the animation of him holding it up and then skip like the text box or whatever. So like for we probably also in the type too, maybe an upgrade. So if it's something that just like applies across the board, like now you can push heavier things, or now you can swim, or whatever, the system will be able to grab that and use that data. I do still need to switch the things that get spawned by the pots to be rigid bodies. I'm gonna get rid of that cube out of the scene just because it's kind of busted and I don't know why. But it's not important enough to fix. Hello, how's it going? We're working on a Wind Waker inspired, I'm calling it a master study, kind of like how people who are learning how to paint will like look at one of them, like an old master painting, and make their own version of it to learn. So I'm kind of recreating Wind Waker in a way to learn how they might have done some of the stuff and get better at making games. So last week we made it so you could pick up pots and throw them around. It's still a little bit janky. So we have treasure chests can be opened, but right now like they don't contain anything. So I started putting together a type of data file that can keep track of what's in a treasure chest, the message that displays when you open it, the 3D model for holding up, and some information about like how that should be applied to the character. But we haven't actually hooked any of that up. We're kind of just thinking through how some of that stuff would work. So we have like some item types. So we have equipment, collectible, or upgrade. So the idea is that if you open a treasure chest that has equipment, that will basically unlock a new ability that the player can do when that item's equipped. And then upgrades will kind of do a similar thing, but just like permanently unlock that ability. And then collectible, we already have a couple types of collectibles on the player. So we have like this collector system that's basically just a big let's see, I think it's a sphere. Let's see. Actually, no, it's not. We do need to change that, because right now the collision shape is on, or the trigger is on the collectible itself, which isn't exactly how I want it to work. But anyway, yeah, we have a rupee collector and a health system that when you collect a heart, it will increase the health. It's funny, I think I didn't bother making it so the let's see, if I set this to 80, I should have 20 hearts, but I think it'll just be one long row. I don't think I made it so it'll go into the second row. Yeah. Which is fine. It's funny. I will make a note of that. I'm just gonna put that. So I'm using this this website called Hack and Plan to kind of keep track of what I'm working on and what needs to be done and everything. I'm gonna report that as a bug. Increasing hearts above 10 does not wrap to new row. And then in here we should say each heart after a multiple of 10. Thanks for the hydrate reminder. Should move to new row. Oh yeah, this is a really cool little web app for tracking what you're working on. So you can make little tasks for yourself, and they can have checklists inside of them. You can leave comments and attach files and everything, but then you can move them so you know, like, okay, these ones are done, these ones I'm currently working on, which I guess I started working on this. I probably should finish some of these before I do some of this other stuff. But I know that this one, I need to have a hold state. So right now, if I pick up an item, it doesn't look like I'm holding it. Like, it plays an animation when I pick it up, it plays an animation when I throw it, but it doesn't keep his arms up while he's holding it. And that's something that I want it to do, but it is a bit more complex because I need to change the way that all the animations work in order to do that, I think. Just gonna set health to 40 so it doesn't overflow. There we go. That looks better. But yeah, I've been building this entire game and streaming the entire thing, so if you're interested, I have a big backlog on my YouTube channel. I think it's linked on my Twitch page, but have all the VODs of the entire process of making this start to finish. Well, start to current, not anywhere near finished. Still a lot to do. But yeah, I've been working on this for the past few months, a couple days a week. So, but yeah, we're making good progress. It's fun. I'm learning a lot. This is like my first serious project in the Godot game engine. I've mostly done stuff in Unity, so I'm kind of learning new game engine while I go. I also built my VTuber model on stream as well. But I don't know that the VODs for that got saved. I think some of them did. Alright, so let's see. So I have this animation player here. Yeah, Godot it's great. It's free, it's open source, it's very powerful. A new version of it just came out this week, or last week. But I haven't upgraded my project because it's usually not a good idea to upgrade a project that's in progress to the new version of the game engine unless you thoroughly test it, because stuff might break in the process of updating. But there are some features in the new version that I am interested in. So like the big one is where is it? No, it was well, this is a big one, the in-game editor. So now you can like while you're testing, you can go in and like click on stuff and look at all the data for it while it's running, which currently you can sort of do, but you don't get the full 3D view. What you have to do is like you can access like the remote version of the scene. So like I could let's see. I could grab the transform here, and like I can move position and he moved, but you know, you don't see it live like you do in the editor. But in Unity you can edit while you're playing, which is cool. Very useful. Let's see, what other things was I? It was the it's like the look modifier. I thought for sure I saw it in this update, but maybe it's for 4.4.1? Let's see. Yeah, so they deprecated this skeleton IK 3D, which is something that I had wanted to use for like foot placement and stuff. They added a look at modifier 3D. But I can't find the little GIF of it. Is this it? No. Oh, here it is. I found it. This thing. So they added this node where you can make certain bones like look at, like rotate to face a certain direction or object, and like apply limits to it and stuff. So I can use this for you know, having the character look at stuff like Link does in Wind Waker. They also added jiggle bones, so I can have his ears and stuff bounce when he runs. Some cool stuff. But yeah, I need to, I think what I'm gonna do, if I do upgrade to 4.4, make a branch on my GitHub, an update on the branch. That way, if anything breaks, I can roll it back. But I don't think I'm to the point yet where any of that really matters, because that's like, I feel like that isn't, you know, that's not a gameplay mechanic, that's polish. And so I want to get the gameplay mechanics working before I focus on any of the polish stuff. Which it will be fun to work on that, but you know, this it's not the final version of the character. I don't have animations fully working. It makes more sense to wait. But I also was thinking about using that that look at 3D thing for aiming weapons like the bow and boomerang and stuff that I plan on adding, and hookshot sort of thing, because I don't think I want first person aiming like they have in Wind Waker. I just feel like the like over the shoulder works better, so more like Breath of the Wild than Wind Waker when it comes to aiming and shooting. But yeah, I think I need to add an animation tree. And does the tree need to be it needs to be the child of an animation player, or no root animation, no root for the graphics set. Oh, it's just because it doesn't have any animations attached. So then I can grab the animation player. So maybe I do want this to be into how to do some of this stuff. Okay, so I think we want it to be a state machine. So let's... yeah, that's what we want. Because now we can add our idle and or we can actually this locomotion. Add animations to that. Okay, cool. So it is still working. But I think I can. Let's see. So I have pick up, put down, and throw. And then you can also have multiple state machines. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm not sure how to add animations in the blend tree. Yeah, okay, I see. So we can have oh, this is complicated. I think I probably need to do some off-stream experimentation for learning how some of this animation tree stuff works. I know how to do it in Unity pretty well. So we can have like, let's see. This one will be idle. We can have walk. Output. Actually, can we? Let's make it a blend 3. No, that is not what I want. Oh, that's an add 3. I want blend 3. But again, this might not be. Okay, so if it's whoa. Wow. Let's say -1 is idle. And then 1 is walk. And then 2 is run. Or 0.5 is walk. No, that's not how I want it to work. But you can, one thing that I'm interested in is, let's see. So we can have the add, and we can have filters, and we can turn on and off specific bones. So I think this is how we can layer, just having the arms above the head, with the lower body animation. But again, I don't know enough about how this stuff works. To feel comfortable with moving everything over. So I'm gonna add that to my hacking plan. We are about to have ads, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my hacking plan. This is kind of a design task. Switch player animations to animation tree. Animation player. I just realized I did that entirely on the wrong screen. Anyway, let's see. I re-exported this, so there's now a throw as well, or not a throw, a hold. So that's just that. So we do want this to loop, and then enable saved file animation. Player, animations, open, animation. Hold item. Okay. I don't know why the head's rotated, but oh, it might just be because there should be a keyframe on it. Let's see. There we go. Oh, he's looking the other way. That's annoying. Alright, let's. There's no. Huh. Oh, well. just gonna delete all of the tracks on this animation that are not related to the arms. I think I can also use this, I can probably use the pickup animation for when we get an item. Like, it's not perfect by any stretch, but I'm running out of brain juice. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. I know it's a little short of a stream. I got started late, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Should be back on Tuesday with more game dev. I think I got my internet sorted out, so hopefully it will stay working. I'm gonna go ahead and raid you guys over to Renee. It's his affiliate versary. He's playing Power Wash Simulator, so we'll go ahead and say hi to Renee, and I will be back with more game dev. I will relax over the weekend. Hopefully you all have a good weekend as well. Alright, get this raid kicked off. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.